Hey, what's up, guys? It's Dan from CryptoCamacho.com, and today, guys, I'm super excited to review a new tool for you guys because so for a long time I have been talking about, what's really going to get mass adoption in cryptocurrency, what's really going to bring the masses into cryptocurrency is user-friendly, easy-to-use interfaces, right? I've been talking about this for a long time, guys. Right now, it's very difficult for somebody like your grandmother, your mom, maybe your sister, nothing against your mom, your sister, or your grandmother, but it may be difficult for them to use cryptocurrency today, right? They may not be tech savvy. I know that my mom, my grandma, very much not tech savvy. They would not in their life be able to buy, sell, transfer, or store cryptocurrency. They just would not have the technical know-how or the technical chops to do so, right? And so because of that fact, they simply will never use cryptocurrency, right? The way it is today in its current form, right? There's confusing addresses. There's confusing, private wallet addresses you need. There's confusing QR codes. There's many exchanges that you could buy and sell cryptocurrency on. It's not even straightforward of how to actually buy it, sell it, and store it, right? And so people like this are very hesitant and reluctant to get into cryptocurrency because they simply don't understand it, right? And what's really going to bring cryptocurrency to the masses is easy to use, intuitive user interfaces that anybody could just jump on and use very quickly. And that is why, guys, today I'm very excited to announce I want to review Tipblockchain.io. And it states right here, user-friendly cryptocurrency is here, right? So right now, these guys are in their private sale. They have 9 days left that they're running this private sale before they actually go and launch an ICO. And I want to talk about what they're doing, what they're up to, and how they're making cryptocurrency much easier for the masses to access, all right? So I am bullish on Tipblockchain because of the simple fact that they are trying to make cryptocurrency easy for an average Joe or average Jane to use, okay? So let's get into this, okay? So first, user-friendly cryptocurrency is here. I'm going to pause this for 1 sec, guys. So what makes Tipblockchain different than anybody else out there? All right, let's go through this. Tip is a third-generation blockchain that connects users over peer-to-peer networks and merchants with payment solutions, making it easier than ever to transact using cryptocurrency. Okay, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Let's go down and let's learn a little bit more. And I have to point out, if you guys do want to join the private sale, please do get in now. You get a 200% bonus, which ends in 9 days. 200% bonus is actually very nice, and I want to show you how much of a user base these guys have already grown, and they've literally barely been going for over a year, and they've already gained a huge user base, okay, so let's jump into the details of what this solution actually does, right? Powered by search and discovery on the blockchain. Cryptocurrency users today have to deal with hashed addresses, QR codes, and other contraptions. This creates friction and makes cryptocurrencies seem foreign to the average user. Sound familiar? Remember the first time you got into cryptocurrency, and remember how confusing it was to think about wallets and addresses and private codes, and you didn't want to lose your money, right? And that's why a lot of people don't get into cryptocurrency, because it's very confusing today, right? With Tipblockchain, users and businesses can register usernames, which can then be searched and discovered by other users. They will then be able to transact in a fast, easy, and user-friendly way. Tipblockchain enables easy to use by discovery on the blockchain. Okay, so let's break this down a little bit. What does this actually mean? So today, right now, if you want to transact with somebody, you need to pull up their wallet address, which is basically a cryptographic numerical chain of numbers or letters, and that's the wallet address. It's not easy to remember. It's actually pretty impossible to remember, so you always have to go back and find it, right, in order to use it. That's not very easy to use. That's not searchable. That's not discoverable. So what Tipblockchain is going to do is they're going to make usernames, kind of similar to domain names, not necessarily domain names, but similar to domain names, right, where it's very easy to remember, to search for other users that have a cryptocurrency wallet, right? So think of it like, instead of using a cryptographic address with numerical numbers and letters, you're using just a name or a phrase or something that you come up with, which will be your actual wallet address, right? That is extremely simplified compared to the way it is today, okay? So that's one thing that Tipblockchain is doing. Next, using cryptocurrency has never been easier. Once users discover each other and content on the network, they will be able to freely chat with them over peer-to-peer connections. Transactions can be sent over the wallet interface or directly from a chat, okay? So they're going to enable peer-to-peer chat, and they're going to associate that with a user based on an easy-to-remember username, and they're going to associate that with a cryptocurrency wallet of that user. It's going to make it very easy for people to interact, to engage with each other, to send tips, to send money, to receive money, or to request money while they're engaging together anyways through a peer-to-peer chat interface, right? So that's something else that they're offering. Next, payment solutions for merchants. Friendly usernames and transaction metadata, and I'll get more into that in a second, give us the power to deliver customized solutions businesses need to make accepting payments in cryptocurrency easy. The Tip Network solution for merchants is to provide a point-of-sale solution system which makes managing sales orders and customers a breeze. This offers significant cost savings from a merchant as transaction fees using tip tokens will be a fraction of what payment processors charge. Okay, so this is quite important that they're going to be able to track and store metadata on the blockchain. They're also going to enable a payment or a point of sale solution for merchants, guys. If there's one thing that I've said is going to help cryptocurrency gain more mass adoption than anything else, it is merchant adoption, okay? The more that merchants or stores and businesses start accepting cryptocurrency and actually using cryptocurrency to do business and to do commerce, the more likely it is for everyday folks like you and I to actually need to buy cryptocurrency to actually interact and do transactions with that merchant, right? It's going to become easier and easier to use cryptocurrencies and to buy cryptocurrencies that eventually all merchants are going to use cryptocurrency in one form or another. They're going to accept it, and they're going to be able to use it and accept it from other people. And when that happens, it's going to be a game changer. It's going to bring the masses into cryptocurrency. And I love companies like Tipblockchain that are enabling point-of-sale solutions like this because it's enabling merchants to accept cryptocurrency instead of fiat currency. And that is ushering in the cryptocurrency revolution faster than anything else, right? It all comes down to transactions and interactions and engagement to make a blockchain ecosystem function and work correctly, right? From an economic standpoint, okay? Okay, so some of the key features I've already gone into, but I want to break them down in a little bit more detail. So smart addresses. Send money to friends and family using their username. You can send to tip token instead of blah, blah, blah. So as Twitter, right, there's like a username, and this is similar to Twitter, right? They're going to have like a simple username instead of this cryptographic wallet address to store your cryptocurrency, right? So imagine if you have a crypto wallet today and you could remember it, that address to it, to give to somebody to send you money by just thinking of a phrase, right? That's exactly what they're trying to do here, to create usernames similar to domain names for cryptocurrency wallets. That's very, very exciting to me, guys, because I can't even tell you how many cryptocurrency wallets I have and need to track and store. You know, it's just a nightmare. It's a headache, all right? It's a pain for me to do today. Okay, next, merchant solutions. I've already talked about that a little bit. What I really want to get into is transaction metadata, okay? So arbitrary data attached to transactions can be used for various purposes, including identifying info, memos for payments, receipt, confirmation, and more. Okay, so the reason I want to get into this is because if you've ever used something like a mint.com, it's like a financial SaaS solution. If you've ever used anything like mint.com, what it does is it tracks all of your credit card transactions, all of your bank account activity and history. It tracks where you've made purchases, and it actually lets you categorize where these purchases are made, so you can easily go back and look at what transactions you've made, how much money you're spending, so forth and so on. The problem with Mint and companies like Mint, right, are that they're centralized. They are not on the blockchain. They're fully centralized companies, and there are definite downsides and limitations for being a centralized, traditional company or corporation. So this is where Tipblockchain.io differentiates themselves and will eventually, in my opinion, accelerate way beyond mint.com, because they're going to be able to store this transaction metadata on the blockchain. That data will then be able to be used and pulled up at a later time to reference, anything that you've purchased, any user you've purchased with or interacted with from a financial standpoint. It'll show you, all of the things you've purchased, the same way Mint does with tagging and adding metadata to your transactions. So if I buy a cup of coffee at Starbucks, I could put metadata on there and put, this was from Starbucks. It was for a cup of coffee. I can even say it was for an Americano if I wanted to. And then at the end of the month, I can say, okay, how many, transactions have I made on Americanos specifically? Okay, well, I spent $500 at Starbucks today, and in the month I spent $350 on Americanos. Maybe I should buy cups of coffee instead of Americanos, right? See how this is working? So that's an interesting example, but that's kind of how it will work. And there's a lot more things that they can do with the metadata once they have it, right? They can start offering services based on what you may buy and sell. They could present deals or coupons, or the sky is really the limit when they can track this type of information. And you as the user, because it's on the blockchain and because it's centralized, you as the user will have full control over what data is actually shared with other people, what data is accessible to others, and what data is accessible only to you, right? So that's very, very exciting. Next, we have search and discovery. Information on the network is indexed and searchable, so users and businesses can find information by searching using our wallet and point of sale apps. So any content, any user, any wallet, any app that's located on the Tipblockchain ecosystem, you'll be able to search and find very, very easily through their ecosystem, which is also very exciting because something like that just doesn't exist today. At least I'm not aware of it, right? Okay, peer-to-peer instant messaging. It's chat basically for friends and family, but it's integrated with your cryptocurrency wallet. It's integrated with potentially a point of sale solution. It's integrated with your wallet address. And that's what makes it powerful, right? It makes it powerful because of the additional features aside from chat, right? That's what makes this powerful, okay? Okay, the roadmap, guys. So they had the inception of this idea in November 2017. And guys, I want to show you something. So they don't even have an ICO yet. They don't even have a product quite yet, although they are developing it. Look at their Telegram community, guys, and look at their Twitter community. Telegram, they're boasting already 44,654 users. And on Twitter, they have 4,256. That is a lot of users, guys. 44,000 is enough users to create their own solution and to have their own launch successfully, go to market with that type of community and user base. If they can engage that user base and they can make that user base see the value of this application and this solution, they're golden. I mean, the sky's the limit from there, right? And I love seeing ICOs that have enormous communities like this already because I know there's already a lot of interest in the solution itself, and it gives me more comfort and peace of mind that the ICO is going to do well when there's a big, massive user base behind it, right? Makes kind of logical sense, right? Okay, so this is the roadmap. Definitely go through that and look at it. The team as well, I'd highly recommend you go through and look at them. I will not go through each individual profile, but you can look at them on LinkedIn. Another very good sign that they're all on LinkedIn. If you want to avoid scams, always, find ICOs that have folks that are on LinkedIn. Makes it a much more difficult to scam and to create fake profiles. These people are all real people. They all have experience in what they say they have experience in. And they are a team of very highly experienced and successful entrepreneurs. So look at, he's a 21-year-old prodigy, full stack developer. Pretty cool, right? Okay, and they're advisors. Advisors, check out these guys as well. I'd highly recommend it. These guys have been around the block a few times and are definitely ones to keep on the team as this goes forward. Okay. Next, the token sales. So the token distribution, there's about 1 billion tip coins, which is a lot, but the type of ecosystem they're building is going to require a lot of tokens, and other solutions have similar amounts of tokens. The token type initially is going to be built on the Ethereum ERC20 blockchain. Eventually, they are going to build their own blockchain, but right now they're going to do it on Ethereum until this gets started. But ultimately, they're going to have their own blockchain so that it is fully decentralized. The price is 1 Ethereum for 10,000 tip tokens, which equates to about 6 cents per token today, which is not a bad price starting off as an ICO. And if you now buy before June 15th, you have about 9 days left, you're going to get a 200% bonus, but that's only if you spend 5 Ethereum, which is about $3,000 as of the recording of this video today, which is, I think, around $600 today. So that's what we're seeing there. Let's see, guys. I'm just checking the time here. Okay, so those are the main things I wanted to highlight. But now what I do want to go through very quickly and briefly is the white paper. Okay, so check out the white paper on your own time, but I do want to go through it a little bit. It's 36 pages, well written, well put together. And what I do want to get through real quickly is a piece of this executive summary because I think it explains what they're trying to do, right? Okay, so the TIP network consists of our blockchain, decentralized apps, and users on the platform. TIP network provides end-to-end solutions that connect businesses with their customers and end users to other users. Our solution provides user-friendly usernames that are easy to remember and discovery that makes it easy to find other users. Peer-to-peer instant messaging is also built into our client application so that users can chat and send transactions from within a familiar chat interface. Our solution also for businesses is a point-of-sale solution that makes it simpler for them to accept and process cryptocurrency payments. If any of you guys have ever used any of the merchant solutions that exist today for cryptocurrency, they're not great. I mean, they're not bad, but they're not great. They can be much easier to use. They're still a little technical. So I'm excited like something like this to come out and be much less technical, okay? Next, in the last paragraph I want to read. This is all made possible by the Tipblockchain, an indexed, searchable database that can store arbitrary information, tags, metadata, alongside addresses and transactions, usernames, search, instant messaging, and point-of-sale application. Are all decentralized apps built on this solid foundation. Our ecosystem will provide user-friendly, end-to-end solutions for businesses and users to remove friction and technical challenges that are common today when using cryptocurrency. So I think these guys have nailed it. The hardest part about cryptocurrency today is the learning curve. And if any of you watch my video, you probably get that there is a learning curve for crypto and to use crypto and to understand crypto and to really get what's going on in the world today with crypto. There is a learning curve. And I love to see companies like Tipblockchain come up with user-friendly cryptocurrencies because it just makes it so much easier for folks to adopt it and to get interested in it and to want to use it, right? This is going to get so good that it's going to become so good to use cryptocurrencies and so easy to use cryptocurrencies that you're not going to want to use fiat. There's going to be more benefits to using crypto than there are not, right? Think about it like this. You know, you definitely, many old people, like older people, right, in their 80s, their 90s, they don't use the internet, right? Many do, but many don't because it's just too hard to use. It's just too complicated for them to use, right? And they say, well, why would I need to use the internet? I've never used the internet and I don't need to use the internet. I think I actually heard that the other day from an in-law of mine. And I'm like, okay, well, yeah, that's true. You don't need to use the internet, but you know what? If you do use the internet, there's a ton of advantages and a shitload of benefits that you'll get from using the internet, right? Don't mark my words. Go look at the internet and try it out. The same thing is going to be true with cryptocurrency. Today, people say, why do I need to use cryptocurrency? What's the point of using cryptocurrency? I just go and use my bank. I can do it on my phone. I could, buy and sell on my phone, whatever. But they don't realize that as cryptocurrency gets easier to use, the advantages and business opportunities and freedom that it's going to give to users, to people, is going to far exceed what we see today. And people, once they get that, it's going to light a fire under cryptocurrency, right? It's going to light a fire under people to actually use cryptocurrency. All right, guys, so I'm Dan from CryptoCamacho.com. I hope this was useful for you guys. I hope this was helpful. And if you haven't subscribed, please do by clicking on this little red button above my head. I think it's above my head, maybe below my head. But I would be forever grateful for you guys if you did subscribe to my YouTube channel, if you like my video, and if you comment on my video. Guys, comment because I would love to know if you like this video, if you like what I'm doing, if you think what I'm doing is worthwhile, because every day I'm making videos and I want these videos to really help you, to be, to really help you understand what's going on in the market. And that's why I'm reviewing all these ICOs. That's why I'm reviewing all these different cryptocurrencies, because of what's going on in the market. So thank you guys for everything. Thank you guys for engaging. Thank you guys for participating in my community. I couldn't do this without you guys, and I couldn't keep going without you guys. So thank you so much. I am bullish on Tipblockchain. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I am not your mother. Do not go and drop your life savings into anything, including Tipblockchain. But if you want an easy-to-use interface that's being built out, if you want cryptocurrency simplified, if you want to make a good return on your investment, come the next 18 months, recommended is Tipblockchain, guys. I'm Dan from CryptoCamacho.com. Hope you enjoyed, and I will check you out next time, guys. See you.